Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
He'll try from distance! Road Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted, and he seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So, a breakthrough already.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham. And this is Hullet. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
It'll be a throw-in. And that's another throw.
Played out to the left flank. Timber. Played over towards the opposite flank. To Lahm. It's a good run down the right. João Neves was in no mood for any of that. Hullet. He's found a way through. Very nicely done. Cross to the back post. Cleared away. Brilliantly cut out. Tchouaméni. João Neves. Great vision. Mbappe.
Botafogo are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that's an excellent interception. Bellingham. Oh, strongly challenged there. Driving on and making good progress. Tchouaméni. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Could move up a gear here. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Timber. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Bellingham. And it's Neves. Mbappe engages and forces him off the ball. Makelele. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Aims beyond the defence, and he shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bellingham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Hullet. That is great defending, so alert.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Saliba. And it's Lahm. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Thuram. Thuram! It's hit the upright. Ferdinand. Can he get it through? Thuram is flagged offside. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Mbappe! And he can thump it away. Tchouaméni. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. Botafogo back on level terms. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's having a pop. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Knocks it out wide. Pings it across. And he's straight offside. Ferdinand. Aim forwards.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
We are into overtime. Spread to the right. Looking for the run. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And he's gone looking for safety. And it's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing, and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So once again, we're underway. And here's Mbappe. Lahm. Gullit. Makelele. Knocks it into space. Bellingham. That is lovely. That's going across. Towering header! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Knocks it back.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lahm. And here's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Lahm. Yaya Toure, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's had a shot! This time, surely! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yaya Toure. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15. El dorsal 14.
Oh, easy pickings
Se va a
there.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's found a way past. Here comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Oh, great leap! Goal! Into the lead once more. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
Cambio de jugadores.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Botafogo will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That's beautifully weighted. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means... There's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that is headed for the middle.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And the pass is intercepted. Makaleli. Lahm tries to pass it through. And the shot! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now it's Hullet. Spread it left. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Now it's Mbappe. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that has left him in a heap. Tries to play it through. Mbappe. And he's managed to get rid. And this is Hullet. That has been slung wide. Mbappe! Mbappe! Saliba gets it away. Eze.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And no, that was never going to make it.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Rodgers. And here's Hullet. Rodgers. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming. And the referee brings it to a close. Botafogo perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Botafogo desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. And having a look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because...
Gullit! Superb from Gullit!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tchouaméni, João Neves, and here's Gullit. Gullit ploughing through the middle.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. Chance to deliver. Oh, he's been caught on Mbappe! That's really well cleared. And he's gone backward here. Hakimi has it in a wide position. Bellingham. And here's decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he shoots! That's put paid to the danger.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nicely shaped ball.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Gabriel. Makalele making good progress. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. He might be in here! Gullit. And he's straight offside. And it's Neves. Bellingham. And it's Neves. Threads one in. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. João Neves. Shot, surely! Arsenal restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Gullit, and Gullit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
João Neves, now it's Mbappe. He's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Gullit in acres of space out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Gullit, and he's managed to get free. It's out for a goal kick. Arsenal have run the changes already. They could, of course, make further alterations at half-time. Timber. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Araujo getting this one clear.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Gullit knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Yaya Toure. Always. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Bellingham. Makaleli. And Gabriel.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Looking for the run. Picked out brilliantly. And that was very necessary. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Ferdinand. Now it's Mbappe. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Lahm is onto this. That's good play. Crosses it in here. And he's gone looking for safety. Bellingham.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Hops for safety. Van Dijk. Now, what about a counter-attack? Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Tries to play it through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tries a shot! That's a decent clearance. Makaleli is always looking to break lines. Makaleli gets on his bike and on the move. And he's in on goal. He's found a way through. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
It's their second corner of the game.
El dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15.
That's a simple one for the keeper. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Lookman, good driving run. Now there's a fine ball. Tries to... And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. No, just not quite. Corner number 2 then. Lahm goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Kluivert. And he's intervened well there. And it's Lahm. Oh, nice one too, very nice.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Makaleli. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Eze. Eze powering forward here.
Madrid can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a great pick out. Kluivert. Looking for options for movement. Šeško. Now that is commitment to the cause.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Kluivert plays it short. Rodgers.
He's had a shot!
And he's had it nicked away. And that's it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
In the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Van Dijk. Saliba. Vieira. Now it's Bellingham, and he's found a way past. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vieira. Hakimi. And here's Hullet, looking tidy in possession here. Oh, sweet feet. Bellingham! Against the crossbar. And that was very necessary. That has ended up in no man's land. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's a promising position. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Saliba. No goals as yet. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Caicedo. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hullet. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Real chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
That'll be a throw-in. Makalele, very nicely done. Played into the box, and the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Madrid always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
Hakimi. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Pass is just off target.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's Timber. Pull it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Gabriel. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's destined for the flank. Hakimi. And it's Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Showing good feet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside. Now it's Hullet, and here's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? And he's got chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Lahm with the short one. Hakimi, he's had a shot! And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. Vieira. Now Mbappe. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Un minuto de descuento.
Lahm. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now can he find a finish? He's having a shot! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we get things going again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He's goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Lahm goes short. And it's Lahm. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Makalele. Caicedo. Makalele has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Can he spark a counter here? Bellingham. Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Makalele. Nicely weighted ball. That is good alertness. Caicedo. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Oh, he's bustling through here. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And it's Caicedo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Lahm plays it in. Takes a shot! Oh, that's a sharp enough swivel, struck first time.
Well, he's visibly not happy with that. That says a lot about his professionalism.
So, third corner of the
Se va a
game.
realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Punched away. Ball's gone out of play. Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's nice. Lahm stood his ground strongly. Elects to... He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Makaleli. And they are prompt with their pressing. Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run, and he's definitely onside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So time for
10.
change,
El
and this one has
dorsal
been on the cards
25.
for a little while.
Serán sustituidos.
So we have the first
El
goal.
dorsal 14.
Look, he's the one
El
everyone
dorsal
expects to put the
38.
ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And he whips it in. So their fourth corner of the game. They've played it short. Cross to the back post. And that has been knocked clear. Opts for safety. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good climb! And he hits the net! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response. He'd be disappointed with that. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's an excellent interception.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
This is the time you need that pace.
Looking for the run. Pinches it off him. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Now it's Grafenberg. Eze. That's good play. That's going across goal. And that's the keeper's ball. And that is the last of the action. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Vinicius Junior taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. And it does appear that they are lining up, Jim, in a 5-4-1 formation.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box...
Tries a shot!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence.
He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal!
That was a given, it always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Mbappe wants to run onto this. And it's Gullit. Gullit. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lahm. Gullit. Oh, this is a terrific run. And it's Lahm. Gullit with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Makelele. Thinks about the shot. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Gullit. Nicely weighted ball. Not the most accurate pass. Gullit gets on his bike and on the move. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's had it taken off him.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Gullit. Gravenberg. It's Bellingham. Makelele. Tchouaméni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Lahm. They get a throw in. Saliba. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. And it's Makelele. Gullit. He has found the...
And the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Saliba, and it's Lahm.
Arsenal can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Place it in low. That'll be a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Araujo clears it away. Now it's Gullit. He is through here. Now that's a fine challenge.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. and it had to be.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Gravenberg
Habrá un minuto de
Gullit
descuento.
takes a shot. Superb from Gullit. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4 será sustituido por el dorsal 15, Ibrahimovic.
Arsenal get the second half started. And it's Tchouaméni. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! And again they hit the front.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Arsenal have their lead. Saliba. Lahm. And he skips past his man. Lahm plays it in. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And this is Gullit. Bellingham making good progress. It's a pretty loose pass.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now the cross. Oh, good drive!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
But, oh, it's offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Timber. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Check sends that a long way. Bullet does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Lahm, and he's managed to get free. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he was quick to react. And it's Hakimi. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a good run he's making out on the left. Hakimi. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
McKennie wins the duel this time. Nice bit of trickery. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now this could be a chance. Thuram. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. And it's Bellingham. The defence opting here for strength in numbers.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Lahm did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Ibrahimovic. Timber. And that's a chance to shoot! And a neat finish! They've done it again! It is incredible!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 38.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Hakimi receives it in a wide position. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, important interception. Well, there's the clearance. Gabriel tries to clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tonali. And it's Hullet. And it's Lahm. Lahm ventures forward. Ah, such a clever touch. Now Tonali. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Driving. Can he finish? And that was very necessary.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that has left him in a heap. Tchouaméni concedes a free kick for that. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that signals the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're very much on the way now. Bellingham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's a pretty loose pass. And he thumps it clear. Bellingham scooting forward. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the midfielder, Ryan Gravenberch, is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility. And, of course, vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Bellingham.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And it's Lahm. Now it's Gullit. And he's quick to return it. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. He's had it taken off him. Bellingham. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Makelele. Over to the other side. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. In towards the backs, and a header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And Dijk with the clearance. Nice control. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And it's Gravenberch. Out towards the flank. Timber has the space to scheme. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Oh, good-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Distributed tidily. Lahm receives it in a good position here. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now the cross. And now they can spring out of defence.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vieira. Saliba. That is ended up in no man's land. Bellingham. And now the breakaway. And they can counter here. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Timber. Bellingham. And here's Bellingham. Passing nice and neat. Nice sequence of passes, this.
Madrid definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball. Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Pass somewhat off target. He has found a way through. Mbappe, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, easy pickings there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to get free. It's a good-looking... Oh, he's been... Real chance! That's a decent clearance. Cleared without hesitation. That's it, 45 minutes up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. Away we go again.
Arsenal really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Lahm is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Makelele. Makelele. It's Bellingham. And he skips past his man. Is there any support? He might not need it. Tries to pass it through. Nicely shaped cross.
Madrid clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Van Dijk. Saliba. And it's Hakimi. He's found space here. Bellingham has it out wide and in space. Showing good feet. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Timber did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gabriel. Best part of an hour and still no breakthrough from either side. Well, that has not gone well. Bellingham. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
Just about up to the hour now. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Now it's Bellingham. That ball looks a good one. He's being... Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 14, el dorsal 22. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Lahm with the short one. Looking for the far post. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's heaved it away. And here's Hullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Lahm. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. It's come to nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's straight offside.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
So we have movement on both benches. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. It's their second corner of the game. Lahm plays it short. He's on it. Can he takes a shot? And that's in. Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out. Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. McKennie! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
McKennie really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Arsenal have their third corner. Vinicius Junior goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Eze is in a really good position out wide. Plenty to aim at here. Hakimi with a fine tackle.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And he's intervened well there. Now it's Eze. Could have here their final chance. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short. Time and again they are repelled. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Always onto this.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
McKennie. Lovely feet. Thuram is onto this. Goes for a shot! And no mistake. And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need...
Chance for a shot! Oh, it's a stunning goal! A finish right from the...
And we're done. Arsenal, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Thuram taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.